Welcome into the Sports Call Recap. I'm JJ Jackson. Joining me today is Ryan Lavoie. Auburn just lost to Mississippi State by a score of 23-9. A wild game to say the least, as Auburn had plenty of opportunities to score more than just those 9 points. But ultimately, Ryan, this team continued to be stifled in the red zone.
Yeah, it was one of the keys to the game beforehand was taking advantage of short fields, taking advantage of your red zone opportunities. Obviously, that's been a recurring theme under Gus Malzahn, is that even with the most proficient Auburn offenses, they've struggled in the red zone. And of course, they struggled again in the red zone tonight. They did not score a touchdown tonight. They had an opportunity, I know it wasn't in the red zone, but they had an opportunity after a blocked field goal, down 7, get the ball to the 30-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they end up having to go for it on 4th and 7 and don't get it. So, red zone has continued to be a problem for Auburn. It's one of their biggest reasons why they did not win again tonight.
42 of the minutes of tonight's game were spent with Mississippi State having possession of the football, just 18 for the Auburn Tigers, and by the end of the game, Ryan, I just think that defense was too gassed to make plays down the stretch.
They were absolutely worn out, and for Auburn to have 18 minutes of time possession, that wouldn't even be good if that was through 3 quarters. But to say 18 minutes of time possession for the entire game is absolutely awful. Now, Auburn has not ever been a team where they really relied on a heavy time of possession, a really good time of possession, but you can't win games with 18 minutes time of possession. Auburn did hit on a few big plays tonight. They actually had a few explosive plays, but that would lead to quick drives. They wouldn't be able to sustain them, obviously not able to get in the end zone. And so, yeah, that defense by the end of the game, Mississippi State started out having 3-4-yard runs, an occasional tackle for a loss for Auburn. By the end of the game, it was 5, 6, 7, 8 yards every single run for Mississippi State, and they ran it heavily tonight. It was very taxing for the Auburn defense.
It was a career day for Jeremiah Denson, who finished with 15 tackles as well as an interception. Marlon Davidson finished with 10 tackles of his own and a blocked field goal. Despite being on the field for such a long period of time, the defense, when they needed to, made big-time plays and gave Auburn plenty of opportunities, which is something we'd already addressed.
Yeah, no fault with the defense in this game. They were put on the field really the entire game. And you saw guys make a lot of tackles. When you run the football a lot, you're going to have a lot of tackles. And so, as you mentioned, Jeremiah Denson, 15 tackles, played big out of the safety position. Marlon Davidson, Deshaun Davis, making big plays. They had a few tackles for a loss as well. But ultimately, by the end of the game, it's just hard when you've been on the field 50, 60, 70 plays, and your offense has not been on the field much. And as we keep talking about, over 42 minutes time of possession from Mississippi State, you can't fault the Auburn defense. They gave the offense chances, and then of course they finally got broken at the very end. But you can't fault them for that. They did very well to only allow 23 points, given how poorly the offense was able to maintain the football.
Once again, Mississippi State defeats Auburn by a final score of 23-9. Auburn is back in action next Saturday inside Jordan-Hare Stadium when they host the Tennessee Volunteers. Sports Call is back on the air on Monday, and we're very excited to talk to each and every one of our listeners on Monday to recap this Auburn game and look ahead for the rest of the 2018 season. For Ryan Lavoie, I'm JJ Jackson from Davis Wade Stadium. Thank you and good day.